how do I describe a person like Professor Ishwar Dayal, who is so multifaceted, and yet, there is an excellence in him which is unparalleled.
Here was a man who was not willing to compromise with quality at all.
There's a lot of competition in the market, and this company is finding it very difficult to respond.
I think the problem is internal. There is a lack of coordination between marketing department and the production department.
Yes, okay, but what's the problem?
For the past 50 years, Professor Ishwar Dayal has asked and sought answer to this very question. What is the problem and what has led to it? Not only to his students at the IIMs at Calcutta, Ahmedabad and Lucknow, or his clients at the State Bank of India, the Life Insurance Corporation of India, or in the United Nations, but also numerous times to himself. Ishwar Dayal was born in 1924 in the city of Indore. At the age of 21, he set off for America to study engineering at the University of California at Berkeley. After completing his undergraduate studies from Berkeley, he did his master's in psychology at the City College, New York.
And I think to myself,
Ishwar Dayal's career as a young executive started in Calcutta. India's first national business school, the Indian Institute of Management or IIM, had just started in Calcutta in the year 1961 in academic collaboration with MIT Sloan. Ishwar Dayal was sent by his company to attend the Advanced Management Program in Srinagar that was conducted by AIMA and MIT in collaboration with IIM Calcutta. Seeing Ishwar's pedigree, experience and interest, John Vine and Katie Chandi, the first director at IIM Calcutta, asked him to join the faculty. Dear Sir James Lindsay, I hereby resign from my position in the company. Life at IIM Calcutta was not easy either. For one, its campus at Joka had yet to come up. The makeshift campus functioned out of the town of Barakpur, which was 25 kilometers away from Calcutta. But Ishwar and his colleagues did not mind, for they were enthused by a far greater challenge. Management education was a new concept, and many questioned if management could at all be taught. In 1963, IIM Calcutta started a 9-month residential program for junior executives. They were sponsored by their respective companies. Ishwar Dayal was the program director. Teaching was a new learning experience for Ishwar. It made him see the world with a much broader perspective. Absorbed in this new world of organizational theories and human behavior, research and consulting, Ishwar developed a deeper insight into organizations and people. What was more, he got the opportunity to confirm his reflections and thoughts with great minds from MIT like Warren Bennis, Thomas Hill and Douglas McGregor. In late 1963, the workers of the J Engineering Works at Calcutta went on a strike. This was no ordinary event. One, The excellent industrial relations at J Engineering prior to the strike had served as a model for many factories in Calcutta. 2. The strike went on for more than 6 months. This was Ishwar's first field study after getting into management education. The study led to Ishwar's first book based on his own research. Many more were to follow. The second national IIM at Ahmedabad started functioning almost at the same time as IIM Calcutta. After spending 4.5 years in IIM Calcutta, Ishwar moved to Ahmedabad in 1967. Ishwar's move to IIM Ahmedabad was to prove to be another key milestone in his academic career. It introduced him to case writing and teaching. IIM Ahmedabad also exposed Ishwar for the first time to campus life. But the biggest gain for Ishwar Dayal at IIM Ahmedabad was in another area that was to become very close to his heart in the years to come. Besides the emphasis on teaching, research and consulting, Ravi Mathai and his colleagues created administrative and institutional systems that bolstered individual excellence as well as extensive participation by the faculty. The hallmark of this system was the Faculty Council, of which every faculty was a member. Today, the State Bank of India is by far the biggest bank in the country, both in terms of reach as well as assets. In the late 60s, the bank's chairman R.K. Talwar felt the need of extensive restructuring of the bank and its businesses. SBI approached IIM Ahmedabad and the project was led by Ishwar. In the words of Mr. N. Vaghul, the former chairman of the ICICI Bank, Professor Dayal's work transformed SBI and placed it firmly on the map of the banking industry. In 1973, he took over as the director of the Indian Institute of Public Administration. At that time, IIPA was going through a difficult phase. Government funding had been cut down, good people were leaving, and the morale of people in general was low. With his characteristic quest for organizational renewal, Ishwar managed to bring new perspectives in this situation as well. In the year 1976, he took up a full-time position with UNDP at Lagos in Nigeria as the Chief Technical Advisor, heading a team of experts from all across the world. His job involved helping the Nigerian government to promote and develop management education in the country. In the year 1984, when the government of India had decided to set up the 4th IIM at Lucknow, Ishwar Dayal was chosen to be its first director. Ishwar believed that IIM Lucknow had to create its own distinct identity, unique in the ways that its founding members would envision. In his endeavor to create a peer culture similar to what he had experienced at IIM Ahmedabad, he encouraged the faculty members to build the programs collectively through discussions and consensus building. In 2001, Ishwar Dayal chaired a committee set up by the Indian government to recommend future directions of management education in India. In 2005, the batch of 1972 of IIM Ahmedabad paid a glorious tribute to this great man. Today, 88 years of age, he travels a distance of 40 kilometers twice a week to attend his office at BIMTech, where he is the chief mentor. In 2011, both the IIMs at Calcutta and Ahmedabad celebrated their golden jubilee. The last 50 years have also witnessed a sea change in the Indian business scenario. The term Indian multinational is a reality today. The environment within the country has become increasingly global in the past 2 decades. In this context, surely Indian management education cannot afford to fall back. We asked Ishwar Dayal.
Innovation that is required in management education, development of research, development of ideas, all these require an institution which supports experimentation.
In his recent book on organizational development, Ishwar has given us a glimpse of his vision for Indian organizations. He wrote, "A factory in Calcutta had no supervisors. The operators were themselves responsible for output, schedules, and quality. Rejects were few. They were paid only 60% of the wages that prevailed in many large organizations. During interviews, I asked the employees reasons for why they were not seeking jobs with higher wages, and almost all of them said that they enjoyed the companionship and freedom their work offered. They were happy in their job."